Okay, welcome everyone. Jennifer Elliott, welcome to VinYin. We are working on third eye, so we're going to be doing a lot of balance and a lot of head below the heart. You'll want a block, two blocks, a strap, a blanket, and maybe if we get to it, we'll use the wall, but don't stress if you don't have a wall. We'll see if I get there. Okay, so come to your back and just start in Shavasana. You'll want a block nearby and you'll want a strap nearby. But for now, we'll just start flat on our back unless that is not feeling good for you. I'm going to use this as a bit of a check-in. Seeing how we've arrived in the body. And the state of our nervous system. Are we revved up? We already begun to unwind. Are we somewhere in the middle? Begin to deepen the breath. And then interlace the fingers. Press the palms towards the ceiling. Really get a good stretch out of the fingers. And then take those arms back behind you. Get a good stretch, maybe yawn. If you want to point or flex your feet, you can explore that. And then pull the knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Curl the forehead to the knees. Let the head come back down. And then take your arms either straight or in a T for a twist. And we're going to gently rock the knees side to side, eventually dropping them all the way down to our left. And we'll just take a few breaths here in our reclining twist, just kind of setting up the spine for our practice. Bring your knees through center. Over to the other side. Let's take our twist over here. Couple of breaths. And to center. And set your feet down onto the floor. So your knees are bent, your feet are on the floor, and we're going to grab our block. Put the block between your hands and reach your block up. We're going to plug our shoulder blades down into the mat. We're going to pull our front ribs down in towards the mat. So the bra strap or the heart rate monitor strap on the back side, we want to flatten into that. You'll notice the tailbone kind of tilts up just a little bit as we really anchor. So keep that and then take the hands back behind you and stop at that point where the ribs are wanting to lift up off the mat. And then maybe lift the block a little, reabsorb the ribs in. Take the arms up. You can kind of reach them towards the legs of the block, kind of floss the shoulders here. So come up and back, but just be real mindful. Stop yourself at that point where the ribs are wanting to leave the mat, absorb the ribs in, and then bring the block and hands back. So do that a couple more times, getting movement in the shoulders, but also really becoming aware of the ribs. And if you're unsure, I'll do it in different ways as usual, so you'll be able to find that. All right, so one last time. All right, and then go ahead and take this block and just set it flat on your chest. So on your front ribs, kind of just below the breast line. Take the arms up and just kind of look at the block in your periphery and pull the front ribs in. You should see the block descend down just a little bit. So we kind of have that same work. And then lift the feet. Now in doing that, I sort of lifted the ribs again. So I'm going to pull the ribs down. I see the block lowering. So it just gives me a point of reference. And then I'm just going to tap the right toes down, bring them back up. Tap the left toes down, bring them back up. So I'm just going to continue that one leg and then the other. And it actually is quite challenging in the abdominals if you're really trying to keep the ribs in. Kind of lower the height of that block. Couple more. All right, stop where you are for a moment. Reach the hands back further, pull the ribs in, and just try a couple more, tapping the toes. We're gonna go slow enough, we're not in a rush. We just wanna feel that the abdominals are doing the work. One more on each side. Okay, and then hands down, feet down. Move that block out of your way. And let's end here on our back by grabbing your strap. And we'll put the strap over the right foot. Into the hamstrings. Couple breaths. Straighten the left leg out on the floor. Plug the shoulders down. And breathe. We'll let the left foot float up just about an inch. Pubic bone to belly button. You can stay where you are or release the hands. It's the same work in the ribs. And maybe those hands go back behind you, but you're feeling the front ribs absorb in, which, if we're really being honest, means the hands won't come down to the floor. Bring the hands back up to the strap. Put the left foot into the strap. Lower the right leg down. Just stretch first. Just get into the hamstrings, kind of explore. Right leg is straight. And then as before, we lift the right foot just an inch. Take the hollows of the back and press them down into the mat. Maybe separate the hands from the strap, ribs in. And lastly, if you want, reach the arms back. Let's bring it back up. Pull both knees into our chest. Move that strap out of your way. And rock yourself up to seated. Okay, nicely done. So let's find our way at the top of the mat. Put both of your blocks for now at the top of your mat. Come into tabletop. And you can start moving through your cat-cows. So inhale, pulling the chest forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. And do that a few times, just coordinating the breath and the movement. And then come to tabletop. Tuck the right toes under on the mat. Press back through the heel, root the left shin. We're going to raise the right foot up to the height of the hip. And this is just like we were on our back. So we're going to pull the belly in, the front ribs lift up. And take that left arm, reach it forward, bird dog. Exactly what we just did. And keep pulling the ribs up to the spine. The foot might drop a little, that's fine. Then you find that same experience. Now we're going to take the left hand and bring it down. We're going to open up the right hip and kick the left shin back. But if it's okay for you, let's leave this right leg in the air. It's a little bouncy. Take that right hand high. So I'm not mirroring this, I'm doing it with you. Try to lift the foot to the height of the hip, and less of keeping this as a modified side plank is better than put me on the ground. Pubic bone in, it's going to swing the foot a little forward. And then make your way back, hands and knees. Cat-cow, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Find table, bird dog on the other side. We start with the left foot, pressing out through the heel. We raise it. And if you go too high, you feel this in your lower back, right? So you have to use proprioception. Pull the belly in. Right arm forward. Thumb up. Feel those front ribs lift in. So we can't see it, but we can feel it. Is there sway in the back? Good, we get some help from our animals. All right, once you're ready, make sure I'm on the right side. There we go. Bring the right hand down, open up the hips, maybe kick that right shin back. Find your modified Ardha Chandrasana here. And let's bring it back. Table, cat-cow. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round spine. Gaze up, tuck the toes under. Lift up and back, down dog. And do what you need here. If you want to pedal out your feet extra, or swivel side to side, go for it. And then when you're ready, settle in. You can take the right leg, lift it up behind us. Stop it halfway for a moment. We'll return to that. But then let the leg go high. The hip opens. Bend your knee, push your foot back. Straighten, square, set it down. Left leg lifts, we pause at halfway. Then we reach, we open, we bend. And push that foot back. Let's unwind and find down dog. The right leg lifts to the height of the hip. Inhale. Exhale, let's just do once. Pull the knee to the chest and step your foot next to the right thumb tip. Left hand on the block or floor, right arm out. Let's take a twist, bring that right arm high. And work on lifting that back hip a little bit, that back thigh. Top hand down. Place your hands on the floor, or I prefer the blocks because we're going to go into wide pyramid. We're going to first pull the chest forward into lunge. Inhale. And then exhale, lift your hips and your front toes, wide pyramid. Fold over the front leg. Inhale, forward lunge. Lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold, wide pyramid. Shift it, forward lunge. Back knee drops down for a moment, sink into the hips. Move those props out of your way, and the right knee comes back. So choose to stay on your knees or come up to plank. I'm going to be on my knees today. Shift forward, and let's lower through chaturanga all the way to the floor. Reach back through the toes. Lift into your back bend of choice. Come on down. Lift up and back. Round, and let's find our way into child's pose. Come on to fingertips. Get long in the side waist. Come up, hands and knees. Lift the heart. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Down dog. The left leg comes up halfway. Just one knee to nose. Step it forward. High lunge. Hands on the floor or blocks. Pull your chest forward. Inhale. Exhale. Fold over the leg. Wide pyramid. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, wide pyramid. Come back to your lunge. Let's do our twist here. Right hand down, left hand high. Lift up that back leg a little bit. Bring your hand down, drop the back knee down, sink forward for just a moment into the hips. Front knee back to join the back. And then from knees or from plank, lower elbows in. Inhale your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, so we have our head below our heart here. We have a chance for soft reflection. Calming and softening the mind as we turn in. Walk the hands to the heels. Hang over the legs. Grab the elbows. Shrug the shoulders up the back. Hands to hips. Lead with your chest. Come on up to seat. Okay. Since we're moving anyway, let's go ahead and put one block at the back of the mat. So I already kind of have that one block forward and one block back, but you can go ahead and do that. We're going to move through Surya A, then Surya B. And I don't believe we'll need the blocks. All right. Standing in Tadasana, take an inhale, arms rise, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Come up halfway, Ardha. Flatten the palms as you step back to plank. And go slow through Chaturanga to the floor, unless you want to stop halfway. Inhale as your back bend, push through the feet. Exhale, down dog. Okay, settle in. Find the breath. We're going to lift our heels, bend our knees, step or hop, top of the mat. Come up halfway, inhale, and exhale, fold. Arms rise, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale, hands to heart. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Come up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, Vinyasa. Move at your pace. Your variations. From down dog, we step the right foot forward, Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, rise. We're doing this to get the blood moving, the heat rising a little bit. Just continue on your own through your vinyasa. Warrior 1 on the left side. And just linking your movement with your breath. And breath stops, movement stops. After left side, warrior 1, we flow one last time. We'll meet in down dog. All right, as you settle, notices the heart beating a little faster. And you slow it down now with your steadiness. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or hop, top of the mat. Come up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, drop your seat, chair. Press to rise, arms down by your sides. Okay, very nice. So we're going to balance. If you want to move off your mat or find a different focal point, go for it. We're going to sit into chair and then use our drishti as we stand up and pull the right knee into our chest. We're moving into tree pose eventually. Pull the leg in and roll around the ankle. And then open that right knee. Plant the foot for a tree. All right, so our balance poses are going to give us that steadiness we're looking for. If you want to intensify, you can look up or close the eyes. Bring the right knee in. Set the foot down. Okay, chair, drishti, Eyes lock in on something in front of you. Stand up, Ekapada, Uttanasana, one-legged. Left knee to your chest. Take a moment, get stable, roll around the ankle if you'd like. And in tree pose, Vrikshasana. Press the foot in, hug the thigh back. And then explore however you did on the side one. And bring it back and set it down. Okay, great. I'm feeling like I just want to step wide here instead of worrying about a full vinyasa to get here. So I'm just going to step the feet out wide. I've already got my blocks behind me. I'm going to turn the right leg into warrior two, the left leg back. Sink into it, open the arms, but right away close the eyes so that we can just kind of explore our warrior two from that internal perception. All right, then when you think you have it, blink your eyes open, double check. Is that where you wanted your pose to be? Nice. All right. Let's straighten the right leg, micro bend in the knee. We're going to reach to the side wall, but keep reaching. At some point, you feel like you want to drop the arm. Don't drop it. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. Belly and ribs in. Some of you can take that top arm and reach it over. If that's too much, don't worry about it. But our main goal is keeping these ribs in, just like when we were on our back. Okay, right hand comes down onto that block. Top hand comes high. Let's do a more traditional triangle pose. Yeah, everyone looks really good. So now hopefully you're naturally just feeling the front ribs pull in. Everyone to me looks like they've got it. Finding that from within. Step up slowly, Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon. Belly in, top arm high. Get real solid in the standing leg. And maybe the right fingertips get light. Or maybe they float, maybe that hand lifts. And the balance is strengthening to the mind. Mindfully step back, warrior two. Straighten the legs, parallel the toes, reach the arms up. Bend the left knee, take the right heel back, warrior two. Right away close the eyes. Shoulders are feeling tired, turn the palms up. But can you find with the eyes closed, you're straight from fingertip to fingertip, from head to tail. And then check it out. Straighten the leg, but not all the way. And start to lean. Usually we start to lean and we feel like we want to drop that arm down. Just keep reaching. Keep reaching. Yeah, nice. Maybe that top arm is over, but pull the ribs in. Get the abdominals to do the work. We come out early, we're going right into a traditional triangle. Okay, triangle, Trikonasana. Let that block. Close. By big triangle, set it back up. Essentially, these are all the same poses. Warrior two, triangle, Ardha, even side angle. They have all the same components. They're just slightly different as far as a bent leg, a straight leg, or a balanced leg. Let's step up. Ardha Chandrasana. Get real solid in the leg. Maybe left fingertips get light. Warrior two. Okay, straighten the legs, parallel the toes, hands on hips. So let's make sure our feet are on the same line. We'll hinge from the hips, forward fold. Keep the hands on the hips a little longer for balance. Prasarita Padottanasana B, feel those kneecaps lift. Hands on the ground. Look up, get long, bend your right knee. I am mirroring this. You just lean over. So keep the feet flat. If you want to go deeper, walk the fingertips forward. So you're just stretching that inner left thigh. And then we come to center, get long. Then the left knee, lean over. If you want to go deeper, walk fingers forward. All right, come to center, get long, pull your chest forward, and then fold right in through the center. Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands back to your hips. Lead with your chest. Come all the way up to stand. Okay, step the feet in, and we're going to balance again. All right, so pull your right knee into your chest. We'll just do it from standing unless you liked that chair transition. But pull the right leg in like we did before. Interlace under the knee. And start to go forward. So any amount. Take that leg forward, press through the heel. Great, nice. Now stay. Yeah, good. Toes up. Or reach those arms up. This is my heavier leg. Pull the ribs in. Find your breath. Yeah, nice. All right, bend the knee. Take that right hand, sweep it down, touch the ankle. Find your balance. King dancer. So we're going to stretch that quad. If it suits you, tip forward. Breathe. And return. Okay, left leg comes in. Again, if you want to do it through chair, go for it. And we're going to pull the leg in, just give ourselves a moment. And straighten it. Breathe. Some of you are noticing, right? Where's your foot rotating so you can get it straight up. Belly in, ribs in. Some of you with arms up. All right, bend the knee. Sweep that left hand back. King dancer. And return. Okay, very nice. Once more, we'll step wide. We'll do that same sequence from before. A little faster, little add-ons, so feet are wide. Find warrior two on the right. Straighten it up for triangle. It's more about lengthening here, moving a little quicker. Step it up, Ardha Chandrasana. Then the top knee, Chapasana. So all these different balance poses. Okay. Warrior two. Straighten the legs. I don't have it today. Arms up. Move that left side. All right. Then right away, we straighten the legs. We reach forward. Fine triangle. And you'll find that even though we're moving more quickly, we set ourselves up really well with sort of those muscle memory alignment points. Ardha Chandrasana, step it up. Shavasana, if you want, bend the knee, reach for the ankle. Warrior two. Straighten the legs, parallel the toes. One more time, tip forward, hands on hips, keep the balance. Hands to the floor, look up. Bend the right knee, you can stay high like we did before or drop down lower as you pick up the left toes, just up to you. Come through center. Bend the left knee, again you can lean over or drop down lower. Come to center. Get long, hands to your hips, and bring yourself right back up to stand. Okay, great. Step the feet together, top of the mat. Make sure both your blocks are at the top of your mat now. Feet are together. Sit into chair, Utkatasana. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Come up halfway, Ardha. Step back to plank. You want to take a vinyasa. This is a good time to do it. You can also spend more time in plank. We'll meet in down dog. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Raise those arms. Sink in. And here's a good place to notice what's happening. I'm kind of exaggerating, but are you really back bending? So feel the front ribs absorb in. I'm just going to kind of take the arms forward. You're going to feel the pubic bone lift. And usually our arms aren't where we want them to be. That's okay. We've got the abdominals engaged. Then come onto the back toes. Start to tilt forward, pull the belly in. Arms are reaching like you're holding a block. Slowly launch the back leg up. If you lose balance, those blocks are there. And try to offer that block forward, that imaginary block, or put your hands on the lower blocks and work your pose from here, lifting up from the inner thigh. So everyone's a little bit different. We'll all make our way back to Tadasana, standing up. Interlace hands behind you, your feet are hip width. Lift the chest, not the head. Dive the heart forward. Let the head go. Release the arms. Step into plank and you can do your vinyasa or meet us in down dog. It is your last opportunity for a vinyasa. The left leg forward, warrior one. Nice. And already, right, so I didn't exaggerate, but already my body was ready to pull everything in. We'll come onto the back toes. We're going to move slow, belly in, hold that imaginary block, and gently offer it forward. Right? Or you've got those props. Right? Make your way back to Tadasana, feet hip width, and arms by your sides. Okay, very nice. So we are going to sit against the wall in Dandasana if you have a wall. If not, then do the best you can. We're going to do half handstand again, or you're not. So if you don't have a wall, you can do some of these other parts. So it's not that big of a deal. So if you have a wall, get your shoulders, I'm gonna move my ponytail, your head all the way up against the wall, arms down, flex the feet. If you don't have a wall, you're still finding Dandasana. You're trying to bring your head over your seat, your palms down, your ribs in, flexing your feet, right? So same work. Okay. And send those arms overhead. If you're on a wall, you'll notice your ribs left the wall, so you can use it as feedback. Pull the ribs in. Great. Take another breath. And release the arms. Okay. So I don't want to bend the knees and pull them into me. I'm going to leave the feet where they are. It's a measuring distance. Even if you don't have a wall, you can do this because you can do the first part. Keep your feet glued. Bend your knees and move to the feet. All right, bend your knees, move to the feet. Yep, they're planted. They're stuck there. Put your hands next to your feet as you pound a forward fold. And then if you have a wall, put your heels just slightly on the wall in down dog. If you don't have a wall, take a shorter down dog and be on your toes. You might even put blocks under your heels if you want to explore that. Just get really long here. Okay, great. Yeah, so some of you are already going where I was going to go, so listen or watch. So those of you that have a wall, you can put one foot on the wall at hip height. Add the other foot. You're going to be tempted to walk the hands forward or the feet high, but instead, straighten the legs into the wall, pull the ribs in. And if you want to go high, take one leg to the ceiling. You feel it in your back, you went too bowy, pull the front ribs in. Yeah, nice. So a lot of you probably feel that in your low back. So pull the ribs in and bring the leg a little closer to the wall. Yeah, and then if you're not using the wall, you can just practice down dog or a little handstand on your own. Switch legs, away from the wall. You can just practice doing little hops if you like. Right, but we're not going to stay here long. Okay. One more breath. What you're really enjoying. You want to stay on longer. And when you're ready, come down into child's pose. Okay, really nice. Let's let child's pose be our first yin pose. So I'll set the time for 3 minutes. If you find you want a blanket under your knees or you want to add any props here, go for it. And just feel the back body expand with breath. You did some really nice work. We got upside down maybe. And you might find your third eye resting on a block if you'd like, or the floor. And just allowing the body to surrender. About a minute in. Arms or any position you'd like. Let that be comfortable for you. Slowly come out of your pose. And then move into pigeon or thread the needle. Whatever hip opener makes sense in your body. We'll stick with the 3 minutes. Then maybe you're able to do forehead down on something, or put your thumbs in the inner brow. About a minute in. And third eye is all about our insight, our vision. We want to go somewhere, be someone. It takes vision, it takes insight first. If you can visualize it, you can realize it. It can come into reality. Harnessing that power of vision, and your ability to see. We have about 1 minute left. Thirty seconds. Okay, come out, make your way to side 2. Three minutes. Settle in. Almost at the halfway point. One minute. Move your pose. We move into our back bend. So back bend could be Sphinx or saddle. I'm going to do bridge. So whatever you're interested in. And we'll be here for 3 minutes. If you're doing something where you break it up and there's a side, you'll split at the halfway mark. So finding your bridge, your saddle. I'm doing bridge, but I am doing one side at a time. I find it feels better in my back and I get deeper into the hip flexor. So that's what I'll do. All right, we're at the halfway point. You want to switch sides. Put your one side. Wait a second. All right, we set our feet down, keep them out of our pose. With a little rebound rest. If you were in saddles, you want to go to table. You have a child's pose. And then take a finishing pose, inner thighs. Maybe it's happy baby, maybe it's seated version of inner thighs. But this will be our final pose. So take a final inner thigh work for you, some sort of forward fold, whether it's on your back or seated. I'm just taking the time here to check in, tune in. Halfway through. For 45 seconds. Okay, so slowly make your way out. Find Shavasana or meditation. We didn't get really a chance to do legs at the wall very long because even if you did handstand, we weren't there for a long time. So if you want to end with legs in the air up the wall instead of your Shavasana, that's fine. We'll be here for 3 minutes one last time. One last go. Just let the benefits of your practice start to appear. You feel more calm, more stable, present. And turn back. Fingers, toes. And your backs and the arms overhead, bend the knees. Roll to your side. As you press yourself upright, find your final seat. Hands to your heart in gratitude. And lift our chest and bow our heads up to that wisdom within. Thanks for sharing your time. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Hope you have a great night. For now, every other Wednesday I'll be teaching, and every other Wednesday Shiloh will be teaching. So you'll see her next week, and you'll see me in 2. Okay, hope you have a great one, and I'll stay on if you want to chat.